going in like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating this, a party wanna come to town. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose it like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating this apart.
It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New England Patriots. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Patriots. Will strike first here, this wild card matchup. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. First down, and it's Pollard again. Oh, he's got a little daylight, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Brissett. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
They'll run for it. Sermon. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make 1 more play and get my defense off the field.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the 36, Murray being chased out left. And he fires one incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
56. Mike, 56. Right? 56.
On play action, it's Murray. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Trayvon Walker, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Flushed out right. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Throwing, Brissett. That one is caught by Hunt. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Pollard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now Brissett on 4th down. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position.
Shoot! Watch the shoot! Check, check. Flag down, flag down, flag down. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, easy, quicker, quicker. Show it up. Hey.
Murray now on 1st down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now Murray. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Handoff right side to Wangu. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll go right back to the Wangu. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Chigakonkwo, a 5-yard touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. This to the outside, it's Sermon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Brissett's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll go down at the 28. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brissett. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Here's Pollard. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football, just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting spilled for a loss.
Now here's Pollard. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Brissett. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Here's Brissett. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brissett. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. The 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of the...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Brissett sets to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. On play action, Brissett. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll throw again. Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Brissett. This will be caught. Judy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Brissett on first down. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Brissett. He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Pats are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Another run now for Nwangu. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Brissett.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On the give, this is their fullback. And some room to work.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Brissett now.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Patriots are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trayvon Walker picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Logan Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And my goodness, another interception. And the Pats are going to take over a couple of yards.
Don't gotta whip and rag on no petty. Look, I talk with that on your hip. You ain't gonna rip it apart.